If you haven't read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, make sure you drop a like for recommending the book, and then make sure you go check out the book from your library or download it from Audible. It's highly recommended. So what we want to talk about today is to ask yourself this one question every day. And the question is, am I subscribed to Life in Equilibrium?
And if you're not, what are you doing?
You need to rethink some life choices. No, but really the question is how I'm doing it the best way possible.
And this is also kind of called honing your craft or nonstop improvement. So when you do these things, some of the things that James Clear talks about is that things will become easier, cheaper, and faster, quicker.
So there's a couple steps we want to highlight. The first step is to realize that, hey, I'm not doing everything the best way possible. There are some things that I can improve on. Shocker, maybe unless you're Ethan.
Or you. You're pretty good.
Thanks. The second step is to find one of those things that you may not be doing as well as you could and decide that that is the thing I'm going to improve. And the third step is to improve by 1%, just 1%.
Some people may think only 1%, like what can that even accomplish? Will that change anything? But we're here to tell you that changing things by 1% will make a world of difference. Don't believe us? Give it a try.
James Clear tells a story of the British cycling team who was one of the lousiest cycling teams. Actually, there was a bike company that refused to sell them their bike because they thought it would hurt their sales.
It's sad.
Like they were that bad. So all of a sudden one day a new coach comes up and he decides we're gonna change everything by 1%. And this 1% included, they hired a surgeon to help teach them how to wash their hands better so that they wouldn't get sick. They painted the inside of their bike trailer white so that when they saw a little speck of dust, they could get rid of it. It was easier to clean so that the dust didn't ruin their crankshaft or their bikes. Another thing they did was to find the very best mattresses, the very best pillows to allow them the best night's sleep. This may seem a little bit overwhelming and possibly overkill, but remember, it's just 1%. In just a couple years, the bike team made a complete turnaround. In fact, it's one of the biggest sports comebacks in history. They were able to move on and win several Tour de France's and just destroy the competition.
So maybe some of these questions that you can ask yourselves and little 1% changes that you can make are you sleeping the best way possible? Or is your sleeping pattern the best, most effective way? Are you brushing your teeth in the best way possible? Most of us, I would say no. Look at those yellow teeth, not pearly whites anymore.
Shout out to Crest and Oral-B.
Are you putting your money in the best, most effective places possible? And are you shopping in the best way possible? Or are there different changes and things that you can do to increase these procedures?
And remember, don't be afraid to learn from other people. There's nobody in this world that has every single thing figured out. Everybody, though, has something figured out. So make sure that you're looking at other people too and seeing what you can incorporate in your life.
So really the goal and the key to this 1% rule is creating a sustainable system and sustainable habits that you can do for the rest of your life. Because really it does you no good if you create a goal and you only do that for 1 or 2 months. Like going to the gym, New Year's resolutions, we have our goal to change our whole life, make us a better person, right? But that dies down in a couple weeks. Make little changes and do those for the rest of your life. Little 1% things.
And remember, don't try to improve 101%. Like don't try to improve 100 different areas of your life by 1% at the same time. That's crazy overwhelming. And that's what we do at New Year's, going to the gym, eating better, losing weight, being more social, less social media. The list goes on and on.
So what does 1% look like to you? Does that mean browsing Instagram for 10 minutes less in the day and doing 10 minutes more of yoga right before bed? Is that too much to ask for? I don't know, maybe that's 20% or 30%, but try it.
Is that 1% putting a timer on your phone when you shower so you shower for just 2 minutes less each day?
Could it be parking 5 stalls further from the entrance so that you have to walk those extra 20 steps to the door?
Is it just reading 1 page of a book every day?
Is it at least changing into your gym clothes? Not going to the gym, just changing into them, or stepping outside and then returning straight back to the couch?
Is it going to bed 5 minutes earlier, or is it getting up 5 minutes earlier?
Something that we've noticed is a lot of people do the exact same things over and over just because it's how everyone has always done it. And they don't stop and think, maybe there's a better way for me to do this. And that's what we should look at these things. Are there better ways to do them? And then make these things your habits.
The definition of insanity, not the Webster's dictionary definition of insanity, but a famous person quote definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. So seriously, if we're sitting here like surfing social media all day long and we're expecting to become a millionaire, look guys, that's just not gonna happen. We've gotta change some habits in our life and just change it by 1%.
So me personally, with my finances, I started saving, I think I started saving about 30% from each of my paychecks. And I've just slowly increased that almost month to month by about 1% until I'm around 40% right now. And it's not something that I've noticed because you just get accustomed to that 1%, and it's only a few dollars once you do it 1% at a time. And then before you know it, you're saving a whole extra 10% of your paycheck every month. Wow. And you haven't noticed a big difference.
Inspiration to us all.
Thank you.
Well, if you guys found any useful information or any benefit, any new ideas that you liked, make sure to drop a like. It's super helpful and lets us know that what we're making is worthwhile. Also, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment.
Because that is the 1% change that you can do. One click. All right, guys, see you next time.